Hello and welcome to the Matt Lagore Show. I'm your host, Matt Lagore. So my guest today is the head coach of the girls track and field team in North Reading High School, Coach Pintz, who has several different names, all equally hard to pronounce and even harder to spell. But I am going to do my best right now and welcome Sartorius Pintsopoulos, or Sadidi, or Coach Pintz. Your choice. And I'm not going to try and spell any of them. So why don't you just tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Sure, yeah, and thank you for that intro. When I hear coaches' names like that in a show that I'm invited to, it's...
We couldn't get Belichick. He was first on the list, you were second. So anyway, go ahead.
Thank you. So my name is Sadidi Pintsopoulos. Again, like Matt says, I go by many names, many abbreviations. My full name is Sartorius Pintsopoulos. I'm a North Reading High School graduate. Actually grew up in town. I moved here with my family in the mid-80s, 1986, 87. 2001 graduate of the high school. Mm-hmm. Came back to teach and coach in 06, about 5 years after. I went to college at Stonehill College, got my bachelor's degree. Came back, I teach world history, I teach economics, and I'm the girls track and field coach, both indoor and outdoor. So I have a lot of pride in North Reading. I've lived here for most of my life.
I want to commend you on the great job you do with the girls team and as a teacher and an overall person. You're a very nice man. And good luck with your family.
Thank you, yes.
All right. And thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. All right. Well, I want to thank you for watching another episode of the Matt Lagore Show, and we'll see you on the next one.
Good morning. My name is Christy Lynn Stevens, and I am here today to speak about my father, Edward Stevens. In 1967, at just 17 years old, he enlisted in the Army and was quickly sent to Vietnam, where he served in war from December 1967 to December of 1968. In 1979, he would meet my mother and marry her in 1980. Together, they would have 5 children: Michael, Tara, Rachel, Jeffrey, and me, Christy Stevens. In 2000, when I was 4 years old, my dad would have his first of many post-war related health scares, a brain aneurysm. From there on, his conditions would only worsen. By the time I reached 8 years old, my dad had left side paralysis in his arm with no functional ability and was barely able to walk. Growing up, I was a huge tomboy. I came from a big sports family and instantly followed my siblings' lead, participating in athletics. For instance, I played goalie in soccer. My dad would never be able to kick a soccer ball to me to help me practice my stopping skills. I played baseball, but we would never play catch. Mini golfing in the summertime always made me smile, but he would never be able to make it on the course to see a hole-in-one. When I finally reached age 16, he was fully wheelchair bound. I went to take the test for my driver's license, but he wasn't able to be the one who showed me the ropes behind the wheel. By the time I was a senior in high school, he had already suffered through several strokes and heart attacks. I remember vividly how in school, your classroom phone would ring with a call from the office if a student needed to be dismissed. Each peer excitedly wondering if they would be able to leave school early that day. But I remember the sheer panic that I would feel. I would think to myself, yep, this is it. Today's the day. I'm in math class and I'm going to get the call that my dad has passed away. After I graduated, his condition worsened. At home, we used every resource and exhausted every avenue that we could. Home health aides, physical therapists, occupational therapists, and psychiatrists were in and out of my home each and every day. When emergency help was needed, I wasn't a stranger to calling 911. I watched him go through countless ER visits, hospital stays, and extended rehab stays for months on end. For many years, my family spent numerous birthdays, Christmases, and so many other holidays in a hospital setting so that we could be with him. I watched my mother sleep on cots and live out of hospital rooms just to be next to him. I watched the fear in my father's eyes countless times that he didn't feel good, always thinking that his time was about to come to an end. In 2018, it eventually did, after a long battle with kidney disease. I was 22 years old. Throughout his lifetime, my dad suffered from a brain aneurysm, 4 strokes, 4 heart attacks, paralysis, seizures, kidney disease, neuropathy, PTSD, and had 11 stents put into his body. Much of these are attributed to the effects of Agent Orange in Vietnam. Since my dad has passed, he has missed some very significant milestones. My siblings have all gotten married to their significant others and have had children. My dad would be up to 8 grandkids right now, with the 9th on the way due in April. Faces that he will never get to meet, and they will never get to hear their grandfather's infectious laugh. He didn't get to be there the day that I accepted my diploma for my master's program in 2020. The day that I get married, he won't be there to walk me down the aisle. When a veteran comes back from war, it doesn't just affect their life, it affects their entire lifeline. It trickles down into each and every part of the family tree, and no one is left the same. My dad was the most courageous man. He suffered through the battle in active duty, but also for years long after the war was over. I mourn the life that we could have had if he wasn't draped with so many ailments, but I will always cherish the man that had the fight in him to keep going day after day. The man that sat and watched Forrest Gump with me, the man that taught me how to play Go Fish, the man that always made sure to keep smiling, be there as a dad in any possible way that he could, and to always remind me that today is a good day to have a good day.
My name is Liam Steele. I am a Life Scout in North Reading's Boy Scout Troop 750. This presentation is about my Eagle Scout project, which was about preserving oral history. My project consisted of interviewing United States military personnel, which is current members and veterans, about their time in the service of their country. With this information that I have revived from them, I created a historical book, an informational video, and posters that will be displayed at the Flynn Memorial Library. I chose to complete this as my Eagle Scout project because of a visit with my great-uncle, who is a Vietnam War veteran. We sat at a clam shack in Western Mass, and he shared stories of his time in the service, which intrigued me. I got in my car to head east towards my home and reflected on the first-hand accounts of stories that would be lost forever if not preserved correctly. This clam dinner quickly snowballed into the project that I am sharing with you today. Before written language existed, family history was passed down from one generation to the next through storytelling. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the stories of 14 United States military servicemen and women. Do you remember any important battles or important missions you went on?
Well, the place I was at is called Quezon, and for 77 continuous days, actually it was longer than that, but officially they say it was 77 days. This was a strategic spot in Vietnam, way up in the northern section, just below the demilitarized zone. And you had two generals, General Westmoreland, our general, and General Yip of the North Vietnamese, both very, very intelligent men. And they were in all aspects hoping or trying to get the North to attack us. And because of all the air power, the artillery, and everything around, we were pretty sure that no matter how many people they threw at us, that we would be victorious. And what they were hoping for is that would be the end of the conflict.
Yeah.
You know, that was, but in mass, that did never happen. Mm-hmm. They had I can't remember the exact amount, 50 or 60,000 troops that had surrounded our area. When I say surrounded, within probably several miles away, you know, which is in combat, that's pretty close. And there were major skirmishes, major battles in the all over the place. They kept firing artillery in on us all the time for 77 days.
Wow.
And so that was the major, was known as Operation Pegasus.
What was that?
And Operation Pegasus was the for the early days, and then they had, towards the end, they had Operation Starlight, and this is when the Air Force came in with their B-52 bombers, and they just plain annihilated the area around us.
Ladies and gentlemen, Families and friends, I present to you the North Reading High School class of 2024. Go Hornets!
Hello, class of 2024. I'm honored to be here as we recognize the achievements that we have made these past 4 years leading up to today. Let this moment represent our dedication from the past, the excitement of the present, and our success in the future. Let's come together and move our tassels from right to left as a symbol of the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Congratulations, class of 2024. We did it, we built our legacy. Now, let's throw our caps.
Are we gonna just walk back home or what?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, we gotta go quick.
He is my light, my strength, my song. This cornerstone, this solid ground.